share how I made this beautiful satin cowl neck dress. I simply love it, but I'm not sure where I'm gonna wear it. I wanted to have one, so I made one for myself. So without further ado, let's start the video. So first we are going to make a pattern for this dress, which is super easy. Just follow the steps that I am doing. Mark half of your shoulder on the top of the pattern paper and draw a perpendicular line. Mark the width of your neck, which is usually 3 inches. From the end of the shoulder line, go down by ½ inches, which will be your shoulder slope. Draw the shoulder slope from the neck point. Find the center of the shoulder slope and go down to your apex point, which is the highest point of your bust. Standard is 9 inches. Mark that point and draw a horizontal line. This will be the bust line. From the center of your shoulder slope, go down to your waist length. Draw a horizontal line. This will be your waistline. And now mark waist to hip measurement and draw a horizontal line there as well. And this will be your hip line. Mark quarter of your bust circumference on the bust line. That is round bust divided by 4. Likewise, mark quarter of your waist on the waistline and mark quarter of your hip circumference on the hip line. That will be round hip divided by 4. Draw a perpendicular line from the end of the shoulder slope to the bust line. On this line, mark armhole depth. You can calculate armhole depth by 2 formulas. First, round bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches or round bust divided by 4 minus 1.5 inches. Mark the center of your armhole depth and go inward by 3/4 inch or 1 inch to draw your armhole curve. You can draw your armhole curve now. Now join all the end points. At this point I took the length of 32 inches, but I think it's too short because when I runch it, it becomes way too short for me to be comfortable. So I think you should keep the length longer so that when you runch it, it will be comfortable for you as well. Here I realized that I have took the wrong measurement for my waist, so I'm correcting that. Smooth out the sharp corners. Now mark 5 inches on the armhole, then square a horizontal line from that point to the center front. This will be our neckline. Add the required margins on the side, as we will be making case for the strings from this only. I am taking 1.25 inches on the sides and ½ inch on the armhole. And of course, no margins required for the neckline because we are doing something else. Cut out the pattern now. I made this pattern on the folded paper so that I can make back as well. Now I am separating these. To get the cowl effect on the neckline, we need to alter our pattern from that portion. So slash the upper bust line and spread it around 2 to 4 inches like this. And put a paper underneath it and stick it with a tape. Fold it from the neckline. Making this fold, it will serve us as the facing for the neckline, and make sure the paper covers the armhole. Then trace about 2 inches down the armhole and cut it. Okay, so I did a mistake here again. You should extend the neckline and then cut it from that line. I did it at the later stage. Trace all the margins and lines on the back pattern as well. You can make your back neckline as low as you want. Now fold in about ½ inch on both the sides to prevent gapping at the back because it will be cut across the grain. Fold the fabric diagonally and place the pattern on it, pin it and cut it. Repeat the same process with the back as well. I'm cutting the bias strips to make strings for shoulders and the sides for runching. You must start by making the strings first, so stitch about 1/4 inch, then turn it inside out. Make it as long as you want because from sides you can keep them hanging as well, or you can make them accurate to your length. But for shoulders you can just take 14.5 inches plus 1 inches margin. Take the front piece and fold it from the where facing was starting. We should have make a notch there beforehand, so if you're watching this now and will be making it later, make sure you notch it here because we have to stitch our strings here. Stitch the strap along with the armhole. Snip this curve so that you can turn it to the right side easily. If you want to make it more secure, you can do the top stitch, but I'm ignoring it because I'm liking it this way. I'm just going to iron it and that's it for me. I tried the dress roughly and found that the neckline will be too deep for me, so I'm making a dart just below the strap to normalize the neckline for me. If you also want to shorten the depth of your neckline, you can also make this dart and trim it off. Add the facing to the back neckline. You can also attach the back straps along with it. I forgot to do so, but I think it will be much neat if you do it at this time. But if I'll do it at the end, I will be more sure about the fittings. Folding the hem of the back and the front part. Joining the sides now. You can also pin it first before stitching. I've tried the fittings and now I'm attaching the straps to the back. While doing so, make sure your straps are not turning or twisting. This is the time to make the case for the strings. So fold the margins separately and stitch it. You should get all the loose ends interlocked, like front facing and sides. I don't have interlock machine, so I burnt it. But if you also do so, make sure you are very cautious by doing it. Don't ruin your piece. Put the string inside with the help of a safety pin and knot the ends together. If you have a longer string, then you don't need to knot it together, but I'm doing so because I have kept it shorter. That's it, we are done with our slip dress. Watching my video. I hope you liked it, and if you do, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram account if you want to know how to style the slip dress, because soon I'm gonna make one video on it, so stay tuned for that. Till then, stay home, stay safe.